All right, we're ready to begin. Again, definitely want to welcome everyone to tonight's webinar. Again, this is a webinar we do about twice a week, but there's definitely other leaders that are doing presentation Zooms just like this one, 5 days a week. So super excited you guys joining with us tonight. With that, let's go ahead and get started. As we get started in this information, I know that some of you guys were invited on this particular webinar because you've probably told about an incredible way to save on travel, or maybe someone told you that it's a great opportunity as far as financially for you to be able to operate and own your own business from the comforts of your home. Whichever one, we're going to touch on both of those topics tonight. So as we get started, I'm going to definitely ask everyone to mentally get prepared. In other words, make sure your mind is open, because when your mind is open, it absorbs information a lot better. So I want you guys to imagine that you're in a different place than where you are currently. So I want you guys to imagine, what would life be like if you had financial freedom already, and whatever that may mean to you. Because some people, it's different meanings to different people. But what if you was making per month what you're currently making per year? Would that change some things in your life? And so you got to imagine that you're there. So I want you guys to imagine that you're already there. The second thing I want you guys to consider and imagine is imagine having the personal freedom. Now, I know there's a lot of things that we love to do in our extra time, but sometimes that extra time is not enough time to do the things you want to do, whether it's visit people that you want to spend more time with, or maybe there's hobbies or other self-interests that you'd like to indulge more time in, but you can't because of time or money committed to other areas of your life. So imagine you have personal freedom. Would that improve some things in your life? And last but not least, I want you guys to definitely imagine that you had the biggest one of them all. We called it time freedom. I mean, time freedom is so important because a lot of people think financial freedom is the most important thing, but it's not. It's time freedom, because you can lose money, but go earn that money back, right? But if you lose time, you can never go back and get back time that you've lost. And so if you had the ability to give away those 40 to 50 hours per week that you're using working for someone else or another company, if that was returned to you and it did not affect you financially, the question is, could you think of some other things to do with those 40 or 50 hours that are now returned back to you? If so, ladies and gentlemen, we definitely have a treat for you guys this evening. We have an incredible project that we want you guys to know the details about. Today is not about myself. I'm a director with PlanNet Marketing out of the state of Missouri. I know those of you who are guests, you probably don't know what a director is. Well, we're going to definitely touch on that throughout the presentation as well. But this evening is about you. So we've invited you out here to look at this information. They thought highly enough of you to make sure another day did not go by without informing you why they're so excited and how you can be excited with them. So tonight we're going to talk about how to discover to do a few things. Number one, earn additional income. I hope we got the right people in the webinar, or there's some people in this webinar that can use some additional cash flow. If so, we're going to show you how to earn it. We're going to be talking about how to travel more. We're going to be revealing some secrets that travel professionals use to travel and save money, and in a lot of cases, get paid off trips that they're taking for whatever reasons they're taking them for. How about save more? Are you saving the type of money that you want to save right now? Are you already putting up enough, for that rainy day? We're going to be talking about how to save more and experience all these things and more without working an additional job. But we're going to be talking about building networks, ladies and gentlemen. Every billionaire and multimillionaire that I hear talk, they say wealthy people network. Everyone else just looks for work, right? So we're going to teach you guys how to network this evening. We're going to be talking about earning unlimited income opportunities. I think unlimited is a great word to attach to financial opportunities. So we're talking about unlimited income. And I learned the power of that very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, because I learned on a job, whether you're salaried or if you get paid per hour, even if you get paid on commissions, there's only so many hours you can work in a week and per day, right? And so there's always a limit on what you're going to earn. But we're going to show you guys how to change that. We're talking about benefit from e-commerce, work from home, anywhere, anytime. There's no inventory. So if your person says, you know what, I love to sell products, well, we're going to disappoint you because we don't have any products for you to sell here. There's no inventory. There's no quotas, no minimum requirements or anything like that. So I hope you guys can appreciate that. We're talking about becoming a travel professional, earning commissions, and learning secrets that travel professionals use to indulge in travel. So we want you guys to definitely take notes on this. And so the person that put this vision together, he's a highly decorated seven-figure earner with over 20 years in the industry. Our chairman and founder, Mr. Donald Bradley, he has built a solid company that has, highly qualified leadership. This company is based out of Atlanta, Georgia, so right here in the U.S. We're an international company that's growing globally. We've already expanded in over 20 countries around the world in 36 months. So we're a 3-year-old company. We're reps in over 20 countries. We're talking about a fresh opportunity without the risk of startup. If you guys look at the bottom statement there, it says we're committed to offering a financial opportunity that provides now income, more importantly, sustained financial security. If you really break that down, we're simply saying that we're not talking about how you can make an extra $100 this week or $100 next week, but how to sustain yourself financially for your entire life and beyond. We're going to talk about what beyond means in just a second as well. With that, Mr. Bradley did not put this together by himself. He definitely acquired the expertise of a few other individuals, one being Mr. Andy Kaufman. He's a president and CFO and has decades of executive management, corporate operations, marketing, and sales experience. With that, he has already managed billion-dollar global businesses, and he has international experience as well. That's why we've expanded. Our first 24 months have been in operation. We was already in 20 countries around the world. So super excited about that. Right next to him is Leanne Treckler, our COO. She manages the PlanNet support team, direct with operations, team supervision, and management. But we love her the most because she makes sure that we just don't get paid on time, but we often get paid our bonuses we get them early almost every single month. So super excited about that. Provide you seeing the opportunity for yourself, guess what? You're going to have your own support team that's trained, courteous, and professional for all your business growth needs. And I think that's very important because, in my past, I run into people that have worked from home before and they didn't have the results they was looking for, and they felt that they didn't have enough support, not enough direction. So understand you're going to have your own support team that's trained and courteous for all your professional business needs. When it comes to compliance, we're managed with the highest principles, practices, as well as standards. And I hope you guys love recognition because our company takes a day out of every single week. Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and they have a conference call, a worldwide conference call, ladies and gentlemen. Over 1,000 people is on this call every single week, and they pretty much give respect and acknowledgement for all of our reps in the field around the world. So super excited about that. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. James Ferrara. He is the co-founder and president of IntelliTravel. Now, this is the company that we're marketing for. So I just explained to you the marketing company first. Now, this is the service that we market, which is IntelliTravel. Again, James Ferrara has been there. He's a co-founder, so he's been there since the beginning. And we have an exclusive partnership with PlanNet Marketing that I just introduced you to with Donald Bradley. So again, it's an exclusive partnership. The only way to become part of IntelliTravel is you have to go through a PlanNet Marketing rep. That's the only way to get in, ladies and gentlemen. So we're super excited about that partnership. Simple this, IntelliTravel, they market travel. We, as far as marketing reps with PlanNet Marketing, we market the opportunity to be able to own your own travel franchise from the comforts of your home. And so we simply love that opportunity. IntelliTravel is based out of Delray Beach, Florida, and they're known for developing unique travel products globally. If you've never heard of IntelliTravel, but understand this, they have an A+ rating on a Better Business Bureau. And we've been in service over 27 years. Again, IntelliTravel has been around over 27 years. I know that the slide says 25 plus. Actually, it's over 27 years. We've been using this presentation for over 2 years now. On day one, you're going to receive your CLIA number, your ARC number. So if you're a person that says, you know what, I know people that take cruises. Matter of fact, I take cruises. You can book your own cruise or book a cruise with somebody else and get paid a commission on it because you're going to have your CLIA credentials on day one. The same with your ARC number. If you're a person that says, you know what, I love going to Cancun, Mexico. I love going to resorts every single year. Guess what? You can book your own resort because you don't get away because you have your ARC number on day one. So if you have it on day one, there's no minimum production. There's no sales requirement. This is part of your business setup. So we're simply excited about providing you that opportunity. IntelliTravel is also the originators of the home-based travel agents. So they're the ones that went to court and fought to be able to allow individuals like you and I to be able to operate as agents from the comforts of their home. And so with that, IntelliTravel, they offer an experience in travel beyond anything you've ever had. And what I simply mean by that, and what they mean by that, part of that is this. A lot of people have taken trips before and vacations, but they didn't get paid for it, did they? And so again, that's experiencing something different than what you ever had, right? And so with that, they bring the fun back as well as added income. So with that, some of the other credentials and awards that IntelliTravel has won, from certain vendors around the world, you probably are familiar with some of these vendors: Express Vacations, Princess Cruises, Norwegian Cruises, the Norwegian Group, the Mark Travel Group, CLIA, Delta Vacations. You guys probably heard of some of these vendors, and this is just a few. There's hundreds and hundreds more that we have received top industry awards and recognition from. So we're super excited to be able to represent a company that's viewed globally as a company of excellence. So we're super excited about that. Did you guys know that commissions are already built in your travel bookings? Now, I know right now that a lot of people, what most people do today when they want to go on a trip, they go to a Priceline, a Kayak, or Hotwire, or Travelocity, and they're going back and forth to all these different booking engines. But why? They're looking for the cheapest price. A lot of people are not aware that most of these travel engines are all within a couple bucks of each other. And if you wonder why they're so close in price, ladies and gentlemen, it's simply because they're all owned by the same company. A lot of people don't recognize that these particular travel engines are owned by the same company. There's two companies that own 20 plus travel engines. So basically, when you think you're getting a better deal with another company, you're more likely with the same company. And so that's the way it's set up. But there's a commission built every time someone uses a travel engine for anything. A commission is being paid out. A lot of people don't understand that. I can't think of the name, but it's Priceline. But Priceline has a new name now. They're owned by a company called, I can't even think of it now. But anyway, they own Priceline, and they generated over $64 billion just in 2016. Expedia, Expedia made over $74 billion in a 12-month calendar period in 2016. And these are not even travel companies, they're marketing companies, right? And so again, there's commission. How do you think they're making all their revenue? Every time you book something with them and you go stay at a hotel, that hotel pays a percentage of your bill that you pay back to the booking engine that you purchased it from. And so that's how that's set up. But we're going to talk about how we have fixed that for you to benefit in just a second. So what about the infinite possibilities of being a travel business owners? You have the ability to book cruises, for common interest groups, or anything else. So if you like to cruise, or someone else that likes to cruise, you can book it and get paid the commission on that. But you're the only one that's getting married. I know spring is here now, ladies and gentlemen. It has sprung in existence right now. Summer's next, then fall. People are getting married in all three seasons, right? So you can simply go to someone that that's getting married and ask them, have they booked their honeymoon getaway yet? And if the answer is no, they love the opportunity to save you some income on what you're going to be doing anyway, and you can fulfill that trip for them, ladies and gentlemen, and get paid a commission on what they're going to be doing anyway. And don't worry, if you're already married, you have anniversaries coming up every single year, you can book your own anniversary getaway and get paid a commission on what you're going to enjoy doing anyway. When it comes to group travel, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's sports team, whether it's high school level, elementary school level, college level, do you know anyone that participates in group sports in any capacity? If so, guess what? They all travel in groups, and you have the ability to accommodate that and save them money and get paid a commission on what they're going to be doing anyway. Remember, if a commission is going to be paid out, it might as well go to you, right? Corporate retreats. Churches are retreating all the time. They have the women's retreat, the men's retreat, marriage retreats. They're retreating all the time. Retreating means they're staying somewhere else, fellowshipping, right? And so again, you can accommodate that if you know anyone in that capacity. If you're part of a fraternity, a sorority, or know someone else who is, again, they all travel in groups. You have the ability to accommodate their travel needs and get paid a commission on just that. You have access to booking cruises, vacation packages, tours, car rentals, airline tickets, even insurance. We get paid on insurance on car rentals as well. Hotel rooms, resorts, travel insurance. You definitely don't want to travel without travel insurance. Sports and entertainment tickets. Let me break that down for you. Have you ever went to a professional NFL game? Or maybe, if you guys live in the Midwest, what about those Kansas City Royals? Any capacity. It can be an NBA game in California or overseas. It doesn't matter, but you can buy your tickets from you now. You are your own ticket master's outlet, and you can get paid a commission on what you're going to enjoy doing anyway. Same thing with concerts, monster truck shows. You know, I live in the Kansas City, Missouri area. So our arena here is called the Sprint Center. We have a big old Sprint Center arena. Anything that's going on in that Sprint Center, I can buy that ticket for myself, get paid a commission, and go enjoy it and come back to a check. Ain't that pretty cool? Again, you can accommodate all those tickets and more for anyone. Doesn't matter how many people it is, and become your own ticket master's outlet. Train tickets, vacation rentals, excursions, and activities. You can accommodate all these particular things when it comes to the travel, the world of travel, and get paid a commission on what others like to do as well as yourself. Now, this is the thing. Why travel and why now? Travel is an 8 trillion annual capacity. It's 8 trillion a year. Now, a lot of people don't even use the word trillions for anything unless they're describing our national debt for the U.S., right? And so this is an industry that's 8 trillion, not barely 1 trillion, but 8 trillion per year. And guess what? A lot of people simply ask a lot. They say, you know what? Well, but you know, I think, but does it go down? Is it going to be a recession in the travel industry? There's never a recession. Travel is recession proof. Go to the airport any time of year and see if you ever see one empty. Travel is never going anywhere. As a matter of fact, according to statistics, it's predicted to double within the next 10 years. And so if your person says, I plan on being around in 10 years, guess what? It's going to double while you're here. Today is about how to get in the way of what's going to happen anyway. And then we're talking about going from 8 trillion to 15 trillion. Today is about how to get your share of that particular pie and grow. With that, travel is definitely, it's a hot category on the internet. It's the most researched category on the internet between the hours of 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Aren't most people at work? And they're not playing Candy Crush no more because people are Googling how to be somewhere other than where they are. How about you, right? And so, but who's traveling today? We're talking about baby boomers. This is the group that fuels economy. Do you know anyone that's born between 1946 and 1964? This is the group that, you know, that's fueling the economy. You know, they have the majority of the buying power right now. And it's baby boomers. They're traveling, they're retiring every 20 seconds for the next 20 years. And guess what they want to do when their time is returned to them? They got their 40, 50 hours per week back. What do they want to do with some of that time? And some of you guys on here are baby boomers. You already know they want to travel and enjoy the world, and you have the ability to assist them in doing just that. So with that, there's some new kids on the block. They say there's some new kids on the block called millennials. These are the 1980 babies and beyond, right? And guess what? They're traveling. If you look at on spring break, who was on the beaches of the world during spring breaks? Millennials. All over the beaches, right? They are traveling to the tune of over 200 billion annually. Do you have a child or a relative that has a child in college? Look how much they go back and forth from home on flight, right? That's a form of travel. So again, travel is something that everyone does. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. It doesn't matter what your age group. It is something that everyone indulges in or they want to indulge in it. So today is about how to do this. Get paid on what people are already doing anyway. Because everyone you know, almost everyone you know, they're traveling or they want to travel, right? And so one of the first benefits we provide all of our business owners on day one. So you're going to be a travel business owner with your own booking engine. So you don't have to go to Priceline or Kayak anymore or Travelocity. You're going to have your own state-of-the-art travel booking engine. Guess what? We're going to pay you 70% commissions on all the commissions that are paid to your travel engines for all the transactions that transfer on it. And so that means that you can use your travel engine. You can let anybody you want. There's no limit. Anyone that you know. So you should be telling your friends, your family members, your co-workers, and your neighbors that you're a travel business owner and you operate from the comforts of your home and you want to share your travel engine with them. So when they take a trip, that they're booking it on your travel engine. 70% of those commissions that are going to get paid out anyway are going to yours truly, which is you. Isn't that smart to get paid on what you're going to be doing anyway or what others are going to be doing anyway? Today is about how to position yourself to do just that. Don't worry about vendors because everything you see on Priceline or Travelocity, Hotwire, all the other travel engines out there, the same vendors they have or the same vendors that you're going to have access to on your travel engine as well. So if your person says, except there is an exception because other travel engines can't book Southwest Airlines. but yours can. So we're super excited about that as well. And so we're going to be partnering with major vendors worldwide. There's hundreds and hundreds of vendors that you have access to on your travel engine. Remember, there's no third-party intermediaries. In other words, we're not renting an existing Priceline or another travel engine that already exists, giving them a cut, giving the company a cut and giving you a small percentage. Our company's been around over 27 years. They have designed their own state-of-the-art travel engine that you get to partake in on day one. So super excited about that. We have a reserved inventory of group cruise blocks. What that simply means, if you're booking a cruise for yourself or another client, if it shows sold out, you have the ability to tap into reserved inventory and fulfill that trip for yourself or your client. So we're super excited about that because your particular booking engine has access to more cruise vendors than any other booking engine that exists. So we can definitely be proud about that. Definitely do the best in customer support and service. So again, you're going to have your own customer support team for all your business needs, even on your travel side, as well as your marketing side as well. There's plenty of agent training modules and your agent back office as well. So I'm super excited about that, ladies and gentlemen, because you have the ability on day one to have access to learn how to book cruises, book resorts, subscribe to vendors, design, personalize your website, because you have the ability to personalize your own travel engine website. For instance, mine is called Legacy Travel. So when a friend that goes to my travel engine to book, to book an airline ticket or a hotel or rent a car, they see mine is called Legacy Travel. So what are you going to name your travel engine? I want you guys to pause and just think about, what am I going to name my travel engine? Wow. Right? And so again, you want to make sure that you name personalize it for you. We have an email marketing program that would assist you in doing an email blast to all your clients or potential clients, alerting them all the services they can, again, retrieve from you in the form of travel. You can also go in your agent back office and order your business cards, sales tools, print material, advertising material, and more, all through the comforts of your own agent back office. You also have a phenomenal customer management software, ladies and gentlemen, that helps you keep track of all your customers and personal things like that. So again, super excited. You guys are going to have a top-notch travel agency from the comforts of your home. But this is a good question. How much can you earn? So a lot of people are not aware of the different commissions that are associated with travel. So we want you guys to see some examples. Can you guys imagine allowing a friend? I know a lot of people know other people that work and they have to travel as part of their job, so you have travel employees that travel a certain percentage. Or maybe you know a person that, maybe you know a pastor, a bishop, or minister that travels for ministry. This is the thing. This is a great example. This is an example of a 3-night hotel stay 3 times a month. I'm repeat that, a 3-night hotel stay just 3 times a month. By booking that on your travel portal, whether it's you or you allow someone else to use your travel portal, can you use an extra $151.20 to put in your savings account? Or, purse shopping or shoe shopping, whatever you want to do, or just to help somebody else. Whatever you want, that commission is there, and you didn't have to sell any products for it. Ain't that pretty cool? All they had to do was use your travel engine because you're provided with that travel engine on day one. Also, remember, you're provided with a ARC number. That means you can book getaways, book resorts for clients and yourself. So this is a great example of a 5-day golf trip. Remember, you got your ARC number, so there's no middleman. You book directly with the vendor. There's no middleman at all. So simply a 5-minute conversation. Most people got smartphones or iPhones today, right? And so that 5-minute conversation, if you're going to be using your phone, might as well use that phone to create and generate some revenue, right? And so a 5-minute conversation, how many people going? 4. When are they going? When do they want to return? Providing that information, ladies and gentlemen, to that resort will pay you $274. Now, that would make me want to talk on the phone a little more, right? $274 per conversation is not bad, right? And so with that, you also have the ability to book honeymoons. Again, we're talking about the wedding industry. We're just entering into it right now in springtime. This is an all-inclusive resort in Cancun, Mexico, complete with butler service. Maybe it's not a honeymoon. Maybe that you just need a 7-day break, right? Whether you're booking it for yourself or someone else, you have your ARC number to book this, which ensures you get commissions off of it. How about $561 because someone wanted to get away for 7 days in Cancun, Mexico, complete all-inclusive with butler service, right? And so again, travel commissions pay, they're very generous. And so with that, how about cruises? A lot of people, my wife just got back on my 8-day cruise, right? And guess what? People are taking cruises. Cruise season it really goes year round because in the wintertime, people want to get, if you live in the Midwest, people want to get out of the cold weather and they're on a cruise somewhere, right? And so again, cruise season, the peak season for cruise is starting next month, right? And so, or when school's out, school's probably going to go to June because all the snow days in the Midwest. But this is the thing, you can book cruise, you got your clear number. Whether it's a cruise for yourself or anyone else, understand if you book a 20 cabin cruise, that's $2,200 part-time from your home-based travel business. We have a young lady that booked a 150 cabin cruise. Man, if you're excited about 20 cabins at 2,200, what do you think 150 cabins paid? This was a church that paid, that she actually booked this for. It was a friend, not even a friend. This is someone she met on Facebook because when she became a business owner with our company, all she did was put on social media, her Facebook page, "Hi, I'm a travel agent." It was very generic. She said, "I'm an agent. I'm super excited about my new business. If anyone wants to save money on travel, please inbox me for details." And it was that simple. It was that generic, ladies and gentlemen. And someone inboxed her. You know how we all have Facebook friends that we don't even know, we just accept their friend request. And so this was a particular person that she didn't know, but it was her Facebook friend. And they asked her, "Can you book cruises?" And of course, her response was yes. She said, "Well, my church has, over 300 people, and we're all taking a cruise. Want to take a cruise soon? Is that something you can accommodate?" And of course, he said yes, but she was new, so she really didn't know how to do it. But she was able to call her customer support team, and they walked right through it, ladies and gentlemen. So super, super excited. Her commissions, if you guys want to know, I'm glad you asked. Her commissions were over $28,000 just for that one booking. She booked 150 cabins for over 300 people. So super excited about her success in that. And so that's all she does now is book cruises. So you have the ability to do just that from day one with that company. So we also have everything you need to learn and earn at the same time. We're going to be talking about some exclusive IntelliTravel trips that you have access to on day one as well. It gives you the ability to educate yourself by experiencing travel from a client's perspective. We also have everything you need to be better educated on travel vendors as well as industry products as well. And so you can also acquire vendor-specific certifications. I know we have some people on here. I think Teresa McConnell's on here, Chris Howe. We have people on here that are Disney certified. They're certified in Disney, right? So super excited about that. Some of them are Marriott specialists. And so again, you learn a lot when you go through these free trainings that are available to you as an agent to get certified and get paid higher commissions as well. So super, super excited about that. When we're talking about exclusive agent trips for our agents, this is what you're going to have access to. We took this right out of your agent back office to show this in this particular PowerPoint training. This is a great example of experiencing travel from a client's perspective. You have access to book this. This is a 4-night Montego Bay getaway for $99 a person. Man, our agents are taking advantage. I mean, they're all over this because it's $99 for all 4 nights, not $99 per night. And it's all inclusive. See, this is what we have access to when we travel as agent, paying agent price versus retail price. So with that, we're super excited about that. Again, you're going to get educated. They're going to take you on tours, wine and dine you when you're there. And the rest of the evening and vacation is yours. So with this is an example of a 3-night Disneyland getaway for $399 for all 3 nights. We know that's unheard of. It's normally $400 a night, right? And so again, for agents, again, we have access to events like this with agent price. How about those cruises we're talking about? If you're a person that's ever taken a cruise, you're going to definitely appreciate what you're looking at right now on the screen. 7 nights, Royal Caribbean, $399 for Ocean View. That is unheard of and all inclusive for all 7 days, $399 for all 7 days. Ladies and gentlemen, again, these are IntelliTrips because you are an agent and business owner with IntelliTravel. This is the way they score IntelliTravel agents, and we're talking about you. They wine and dine you with trips for pennies on a dollar. There's hundreds of them to choose from your back office. So look at them, choose, and indulge, right? And with that, we have 3 guarantees we want to talk about as we wrap up the travel side of our business, of the presentation. We have a best travel price guarantee. That simply means because IntelliTravel has been around over 27 years, they have great relationships with vendors. Therefore, they have negotiated the lowest rates, right? And so they're going to definitely guarantee those prices. So if anyone ever comes back, because you know how customers do, they price shop you even if they are your best friend, right? They're going to price shop you. If one does come back, if I've never heard of one that does, but if one does come back and say, I found it $20 cheaper over here. Well, remember, wherever over here is, your agent that has access to that as well. Number two, guess what? We're going to match or beat it anyway. Number three, if for any reason we can't match or beat whatever that price is, for whatever reason, what we're going to do is give you or your client up to 110% credit for the difference in price towards you or your next client's next trip. Super excited about that. We also have a 30-day, no questions asked, 100% money back guarantee. We're simply saying that everything that I'm talking about right now, you have the ability to indulge in it, exercise it, play in it for up to 30 days. And for any reason, if you don't feel comfortable getting paid commissions for other people traveling as well as yourself, or if you don't want to take trips at agent price, if that's not your cup of tea anymore, you can part ways and we will return you 100% of your investment. Beyond the 30-day, no questions asked, 100% guaranteed, we have what they call the risk-free profit guarantee. It simply means this: after being with that company for 12 months, 1 full year, you have the ability, if you choose to evaluate what you earned in commissions and what you saved in travel. If that's not greater than what it cost you to operate your business, our company will stroke your check for the difference with this guarantee. So with this, what is there to lose? What is the risk? There is none. And so we're super excited about that. So that's the travel side of what we do, ladies and gentlemen. As we transition to the back half of the presentation, we're going to be talking about, simply talk about how to build a network. What happens if I know someone that I feel is qualified to own their business through this particular company? I know we all have friends, family, coworkers, and neighbors that are looking for additional cash flow. We know people that take vacations already, but they're paying full retail. So there's a lot of people we can think of. I know we can all think of some people that can benefit off the information I just talked about in just this time period so far. So this is the thing. When you refer other people, just like some of you right now were referred by someone else, to look at this presentation and learn more about being a boss from home, right? And so by you doing the same thing, referring other people to look at this information, giving them the ability to take advantage of it, you're giving them that opportunity to capitalize on the power of leverage as well as residual income. So what I simply mean is, would you want to be an insurance agent or insurance broker? If you don't know the difference, agents only get paid if they sell policies. So it's still trading time for money. How do I know that? Because I've been an agent since 2001, right? And so, but this is the thing. I transitioned after so long and became a broker, because brokers get paid different. Brokers get paid when other agents sell policies, whether they ever sell a policy or not. Which sounds better to you, being a real estate broker or a real estate agent? And so it's the same thing when you get in the travel industry. Would you want to be a travel agent, which is great, or would you want to be one with the title of broker, right? And so when you want to be a person that's brokering, that means you own your own travel business. You're not just an agent, you own your own travel business. You have the ability to be able to bring on partnering agents and get paid a percentage of their activity from the company, not them. Pretty cool. So let me show you guys how this works, because I'm going to talk about some leverage income. Leverage means you're getting paid, but you didn't necessarily do the work. That's equivalent to somebody else is going to the gym to work out, but you're getting out of muscles, right? And so we're going to be talking about how to put yourself in position to receive just that, even if nobody never sells travel. Isn't that a good catch? Hang on, stay with me. We're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to talk to you about how to receive residual income. What does that simply mean? Well, you all participate in the residual industry already, because y'all have went somewhere and got services. Someone set you up one time, but they're getting paid off you every single month. Man, you're not the recipient, but you are in the residual structure, such as your cell phone bill. Went there, they activated it one time, and that company's getting paid every month of what they did once for you. We want to show you guys how to do something one time and get paid every month for your entire life. That's what we're going to share with you guys this evening. Warren Buffett said it best. He said, never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create the second source of income. Today is about investing and getting a return on your investment. So one of the first ways that we're going to help you guys establish that is, this is the thing. When you refer someone to our company, ladies and gentlemen, this is the thing. You're going to be able to invite them to a live webinar just like this. There's one conducted every single day of the week. So it's again real easy to invite people to view information that you probably can't explain if you only seen it a couple of times, right? And so when they see an opportunity for themselves and see an interest in being able to save on travel, operate from home, generate additional cash flow, you have a partner site on your rep side of the business. So you're going to have your rep site where you can actually enroll partners that are now independent contractors with the same company you represent as well. We're all independent contractors from home. But every time you do that, every time you refer a new partner to the company's going to send you a $50 direct commission. So that's what that simply means. They're saying there's no limit on how many people you can refer. Therefore, there's no limit to how many $50 bills you can receive for partnerships. So that's the first way. They pay these commissions out every single week. Now, remember, from this part going on, none of this is based on travel sales. So imagine that people may or may not sell travels. This is income you can make while you're waiting on the travel commissions, because on the travel side, a trip has to be fulfilled before they pay commissions out, because it can be canceled, it can be an adjustment of rate, a cancellation, anything can happen. So commissions are paid after the trip is fulfilled. So while you wait on the commission through the network side of the business, you have the ability to get paid 6 more times per month in addition to waiting on the travel commission check. So stay with me. I'm going to explain all that to you. So this is one way. However many people you bring in the business from Monday through Sunday of every single week, your commissions will be paid out the very next Friday. So 10 people come in between this Monday that just passed, this Sunday coming up, 10 people times $50 each, $500 direct deposit to you next Friday. There's no week or two in the hole like some employers do. So super excited about that. Every week you bring on a partner, the following Friday, again, commissions are being paid out to you for just that. Another way we pay you is this. We give a 50% check match on personal referrals. That simply means that the people that you have referred to the company that are now starting their own business, well, they have the same pay and same ability as you. So as they bring on partners to build their business, and they're getting paid $50 per partner they bring on just like you, every time they make 50, the company sends you 25 to each of their 50s. We call this a 50% check match. It pays out every single week. Guess what? You don't have to be a certain ranking position like some companies. We pay this on day one. This is a regular part of our compensation plan. There's no standard, qualification title that you have to get paid the 50% match. It's on your very first person. So imagine that you sponsored me to the business and I had $1,000 first week. Super excited about my family's excited. I made $1,000. Pretty cool, right? Well, you're more excited than me because the company sent you 500 and you had nothing to do with it. Who's more excited, right? Again, it might be a tie, I don't know. But guess what? What if you had 10 of me? You referred 10 people that's actually owning and operating their own business, but every time they get paid, you get a 50% check match. What if there's 20 people over time? There is no limit on how many people you can refer to the company and receive a 50% check match. That is called leverage income. Even if you're not directly participating in a transaction, you're receiving a 50% match on each person that you refer. Won't that motivate you to show this to more people? That's exactly why it's designed that way, right? And so we also have what they call a team bonus. It's your way of getting a $10 raise. You ever went to your job and say, hey, I need a $10 raise? They probably walked you right out of there, didn't they? I'm just kidding, but this is the thing. With this team bonus, there's 6 levels of a team bonus. They're all $10 level. Plus another $60 per transaction that can be paid to you. Let me break that down for you guys to understand that. Remember, it's called a team bonus. So you can go through what they call the Builders Program. Again, all of this is optional. Nothing's required. You're not required to tell anybody. You can just enjoy your travel side of your business, book travel for you and your friends. But when you tell someone, what are you going to do when someone says, well, how do I get to do what you're doing? You sound like you're traveling more. You only pay what to travel? Well, how can I do that? Well, you can refer, if you don't want to sponsor no one, you can refer to the person that brought you in as a partner, or you can just bring him in yourself, right? But this is the thing: when you have brought your third business partner into the business, remember, you don't have to do this in a specific time frame. Whenever you hit it, you get it. Congratulations! When your third person is enrolled as a partner, you're what they call a bronze builder, the first promotion of the company. When you accumulate 6 business partners over time, it's silver builder. When you accumulate non-business partners over time, it's called Goal Builder. Again, it says non-active ITAs. ITA stands for individual travel agents or travel agents. That's what we are considered when we come on as partners. So once you have 9 on the books, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens right here. You get your first level of 6 of the $10 team bonus. That simply means that anytime you bring someone in the business, anytime your people bring someone in the business, or anytime your people's people bring someone in the business, or your people's people, all the way down to infinity, right? Anyone that joins your team, the company's going to pay you extra $10 per person, doesn't matter who brings them on. Can you imagine if you got 9 people and they all brought in 10 each themselves? They're excited. They made $50 times 10 each, right? And so, but you're more excited because you made $10 times all 90 people. That's direct deposit to you that very next Friday. See, all this is weekly income that we're excited about. And so that's your first level of 6 of the $10 team bonus because you're a goal builder. It's even an additional $10 on top of the 50% match. Every time they make 50, you make 25, no, 35 because you're a goal builder. Plus, in addition to that, you get a 10% match on personal ITA travel commissions. It simply means that if you refer myself or somebody to the business and we are receiving a travel commission for a trip we book for ourselves or somebody else, whatever our travel commission check is, whatever that amount is, you get a 10% match of whatever it is, doesn't matter what the amount is. It's not a check too small, not a check too big, right? To give you a 10% match on. So imagine you have multiple people that's booking travel. See, on my particular team, I got great people like Teresa McConnell. I know you're here in the Chris House. You guys are phenomenal. They book a lot of travels. They often get checks with commas in them, which means that the 50% match is going to be at least 3 digits, 100 and something to someone who had nothing to do with the transaction directly. That's all it is. What if you have multiple people receiving travel commissions? Multiple 10% match is going to you. They also have a 10% match on personal reps, matrix commissions. Now, that is a residual component that I'm going to jump right into right now so you guys can understand it. I'm going to put it all up on the screen so you guys can see it clearly. And I'm going to go from left to right. So we're going to start where it says level 1 through 9. That means you can qualify to get paid out up to 9 levels, a residual bonus on the 10th of every single month. To qualify for this bonus, you have to have a minimum of 2 people sponsoring to the business. Ain't that incredible? I remember going to the company for 11 years. It was 11 years before I received my first residual, but yet here, you bring your second partner in the business, you're receiving a residual check the very next month. That is super incredible to me. So that's what that means. You can get paid up to 9 levels. The next section where it says 3, 9, 27, 81, it's simply showing you how many people that can fit on each level as your organization grows. So the first 3 people, if you look to the far left, where it says 3 by 9 team built matrix, just imagine that that's you at the top. Where the first 3 people that you sponsor into the business, that's those people in your first level. As you see back over on the chart, it says 3 people on the first level. And let's say those 3 people get their first 3 people in. That's 9 more people on level 2. The chart says, again, up to 9 seats on level 2. And to take it further, ladies and gentlemen, again, let's say those 9 people got 3 each in. Guess what? That's 9 times 3 is 27 more people on level 3. So how do you get paid on that level? It's all the way. We're going to go in the middle first where it says how much you're getting paid per person residual. $4 per person on every level. There's people on that you qualify to get paid out on. The next where it says payout, 12, 48, 156, 480. It just shows you the maximum amount of residual that's paid out per level. And the last column where it says agents needed to access level. It just tells you how many partners that you have to bring in the business to get paid on that particular level. That's all that means. And so when you become a person that sponsors 2 people, and again, you're going to get paid $4 for each person that's on levels 1 and 2, even if you only got the people on level 1. When you bring a third person in a business, congratulations, you're a bronze builder. When you have sponsored anyone from 3, 4, or 5 people personally. And so let's say you are a bronze builder, you sponsor 3 people in. Well, imagine that those 9 people brought in 3 each. So there's 27 people on the third level. That's 39 total people on levels 1, 2, 3 combined. Your residual check is $4 times all 39 people every single month, which is $156 residual. And all you did was sponsor 3 people into the company to own their own business. When you sponsor 4 people in, they open up all the commissions on anyone on the 4th level. Same when you sponsor 5, they open up all the commissions on anyone that's on the 5th level, all the way down to the 9th level is where we cut you off at. We have a cutoff, the 9th level, where there's 19,683 additional spots that can be filled that you can receive $4 per person residually. Can you imagine you're a goal builder because you have 9 people that you refer to the company? It is normal for people to, I mean, me and my wife we've sponsored almost 70 people personally in the 3 years we've been with the company, but there's people who have sponsored hundreds. We're just talking about if you sponsored 9. If you refer 9 people over time, doesn't mean you did it in 1 day or 1 week or a month, but if you sponsor 9 people, over time, that means you can get paid for anything that happens on any of the 9 levels of the matrix. Anyone that pops on any of those 9 levels, you're making $4 per person. And the matrix builds from top to bottom and left to right. So again, when one level is full, the rest of people go on the lower level. It fills up just like that. The max number of people that will pay you out on when all 9 levels are full is 29,523 if you add up all the numbers. Times $4 each. Each of you will have to figure out how can you budget up $118,092 per month, 1.2 million per year. And all you did was bring in 9 partners that was able to sponsor 3 people each. So we keep it real simple here because a lot of people may find it hard to bring in 20, 30 people, but I think we can master 3, right? And that's how this pays out. As this builds, that means your team is building. As your team builds, you have the ability to participate in the director bonus. Again, I'm a director with the company as well because I have a phenomenal team as well. And with that, when you have acquired a cumulative 100 people to your team, maybe you only got 10 of them personally, but maybe your team got 10. That's over 100 people, right? Once you hit 100, you're a 1-star director. Now you qualify for the 2nd level of the team bonus. So now it's $20. If you see there to the far right in the red, $20 anytime 100 people bring anybody in to build their team, 20 on top of your 50 when you personally bring someone else in, 20 on top of all the 50% matches, extra 20 times anything that happens, right? And so that's paid to you in the team bonus. Plus, you get a monthly bonus of $500 on the first of every single month because you're a director with the company. Who can use the extra $500? And then 9 days later on the 10th, you get the matrix, $4 times the same 100 people. Once you hit 300, congratulations, you're a 2-star director. Now we'll give you another $10 added to the team bonus, $30 anytime 300 people bring in anyone to their team. You're making $30 per person that anybody brings in. Plus now your bonus is $1,000 monthly bonus at a 2-star director level. 3-star, you have 500 people on your network team, right? 500. Maybe you haven't sponsored any more. You got the same 10 people that you had when you was 1-star. What I love about the matrix and this director bonus is not based on what you do individually. It's based on what the team does collectively. Isn't that a lot better? Release the pressure off one individual having to be a mastermind. As a 3-star director, 500 people were paying you another team bonus, added $10 to that. So it's $40 now. Anytime 500 people bring anyone new into the company, plus your monthly bonus is $2,000 per month. And then 9 days later, you get your residual matrix check, $4 times the same 500 people. Super excited. And I meant to add to that, when you become a goal builder with our company, everyone that you're sponsoring as a business partner, they have a matrix check too. Everyone that gets a matrix check, whatever their check is, you get a 10% match of their check every single month as well. It just keeps adding up. When you become a 4-star director, that means your 500 people collectively, y'all have accumulated 1,500 people total. Man, $5,000 to start every month with. 9 days later, $4 times the same 1,500 people, plus you're making $50 per person that any of the 1,500 people bring in. We stop the team bonus at the 6-star level, 6-star director level. As that means you have 4,000 people on the team. Now, a lot of people are like, man, that's incredible. No one can do that. We have a few individuals that have already done it, and we've just been in operation 36 months. A few people have already done this. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, as a 6-star director, we start you off. I'm sorry, did I skip 4-star? I mean, 4-star is $10,000 a month. Yes, $10,000 a month as a five-star director. That means you got 4,000 people on your team. $60 every time 4,000 people bring anyone new in, you're making $60 per person. $120,000 bonus annually on 10,000 a month. $4 times 4,000 people in the matrix, right? And as you see, as it goes up to 9-star. As your team continues to build, your bonus continues to grow. That is our director pay list. I'm super excited about that. And so with that, we want you guys, as we're getting close to wrapping up, we have ring recognition. And that is something our company does to recognize your accomplishments. When you hit a 6-figure, $250,000, $500,000, or $1 million income, you have a ring of recognition that signifies your level of accomplishments. Of course, when you hit 5-star, we throw in a Rolex as well. In addition, this is our income statement reported to the IRS. Again, we're an open book. This showing you what gold builders and above make, because we definitely want to make sure you guys are looking at, the income potential, residual income. Who wants to keep trading time for money and always have to go do work to get paid? We're talking about people who want residual income, and this is how it pays out. We got gold builders that's average on the high end, 36,000 additional per year part-time. Gold builder, I'm sorry, gold builders 59,000. We have gold builders that made an extra 50, almost 6. Some people don't make that full-time on jobs. We have gold builders doing that part-time. On the low end, an extra 3,800. One-star directors, we have one-star directors have made almost 100,000, 92,000 part-time. On the low end, on the average end, the average one does a minimum of an extra 21,000 part-time per year, all the way up to 5-star. And of course, we had a gentleman, Mr. Cedric White. His income was 771,000 part-time last year. On the low end, 5-star director, 662,000 for a part-time investment. So super excited about that. This shows you the true heart of the company. Feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, that PlanNet business you have built will outlast you. They simply mean that your family will still receive the PlanNet marketing, your PlanNet marketing weekly commissions, director pay I just talked about, and your residual monthly bonus, which is your matrix, the 9-level matrix. Your family will still receive that to whoever you will it to long after you're gone. So super excited about the opportunity to do just that. With that, this is a turnkey business. We got valuable tools, systems, and support to support you in your business. So understand that we have tools such as webinars, such as this. There's webinars every single day that you can plug in and invite people to, and allow other people the opportunity to explain the benefits, answer questions for your guests, and help you get your business expanded. Training tools, we have on-demand training in your back office. Anything that you need to know to grow, ladies and gentlemen, you have access to it, just at your fingertips. Super excited about that. You definitely want to make sure you plug into the local events to learn more about our top leaders. Our 2019 and 2020 conventions are already available for you to book, to register on in your back office of your website. So definitely take advantage of that, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, just to recap everything that we went on, after you get started, understand on the rep side, remember, this is the part that has nothing to do with selling travel necessarily at all. If you never sell travel, you should get paid this. And the next question is, well, where does it come from? Well, I'm going to wrap that up in just a couple of minutes here. When you get started, ladies and gentlemen, understand our pay is very simple. You're going to get paid a $50 direct commission on each person you refer to the company. Remember, the only way they become part of the company, somebody has to refer you. Once you have brought in other partners, you qualify to get a 50% check match. Every time they get a check, you get a 50% match from the company. Once you hit Gold Builder, that means I have 9 business partners, you start receiving that $10 raise called the team bonus. That's the first of 6 levels. You also get a 10% override when any Friday that you personally sponsored into the business receive travel commissions for selling travel or marketing travel to themselves or other people. You get a 10% match of that check as well when you become a Gold Builder. Remember, you only need to sponsor 2 people to get paid in your matrix, which is the residual income, $4 per person, up to 9 levels deep. When you accumulate 100 people on your team, congratulations, you're now in director status. We start you with a $500 monthly allowance, and it only goes up from there. So that's our pay plan. How to get started? I'm glad you guys asked. I'm glad you guys are patient. It starts with your one-time investment in yourself of $199.90 one time. That investment is broken down two ways. $19.95 of it goes to set up your rep website and your rep benefits. The other $179.95 balance goes to your agent site to set up your travel engine, to provide you your ARC number, your CLIA number, and all your travel credentials are available as soon as you have registered in the system. So you definitely want to make sure you get back with the person that invited you and let them get you in the system and get your websites up to have this accessibility ASAP. Your monthly overhead, your operational costs to stay in business on a monthly basis is $59.90. That's also, it's split two ways. $19.95 of it goes to service your rep site to keep your rep site active. And the other $39.95 goes to keeping your travel credentials active as well. Again, together it's $59.90. And yes, it is optional to become a rep. You can just become an agent if you want for the $179, but who wants to leave money on the table, right? But we want to make sure that you guys understand the details and dynamics. Hopefully we provided enough information to help you guys make an informed decision for yourself and your family. So let the person know that invited you to see this information. If you're one, let them know if you're one, a number two, or number three. A number three is a person says, no, thank you. Maybe your finances are strong already, but maybe you do travel. Definitely get back with the person that invited you and allow them to assist you in all your travel needs. And we thank you for tuning in today. A number two, the person says, I like everything I've heard, but I got a few questions. No problem. We're going to pause for a Q&A in about 30 seconds. A number one is a person that says, I'm ready to go. How do I get started? Again, let them know that, and they'll take you to the next step in getting your business started from the comforts of your home. Ladies and gentlemen, start your journey of success. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step at a time. And so with that, we thank you guys for joining. At this time, you guys can unmute yourself. If anyone has any questions, feel free to unmute yourself and fire away.